Tits and teeth.
Buccaneers of Hispaniola is I'm fond of that.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Because it's a historical number, you know, and we always like to do those. But Buccaneers is about the swashbuckling. They're kind of like pirates, but they were a bit crueler. They were sort of, they just tortured people. They had this thing called a walding rope, and we sing about that in the song. And it's basically like a piece of rope you put around your head, and then they tightened it up until the eyes popped out. And they just did that for fun, really. They weren't trying to extract information or anything like that. It was just because that's what they did, you know.
It was great to record those.
Yeah, it's really good to sort of sing about those things because they're real and they're about the human behaviours. And it's not that detached from the way people treat each other today, you know. Adriane was one of 3 or 4 different names that were put to us by the label, and of the people we met, he was the one who had the energy and the enthusiasm, and he was the least reverential to like old school recording techniques. Like he's a modern producer who loves old stuff. The sound of the records that he makes is much more aggressive than what we're used to, and we wanted to make an album that smashes people in the balls or ovaries.
Everybody wonders what she wants to be with me for.
Both sides start off by punching you in the face, and then it sort of eases off a bit towards the end.
Into some tender lovemaking.
Yeah.
And then there's a lovely cuddle at the end of each side.
But it's the nicest punch in the face you could have. You feel good about it.
It's more like when you're hysterical and what you really want is somebody to come and slap you. It's like that.
Right.
You know, it's for your own good. Rufus is the most technical drummer we've ever worked with. So he's mega loud, brilliant groove, great fills, super technical, understands complicated arrangements, can sing beautifully, so he sings on 2 tracks as well. And his contribution to the writing has been invaluable. He's one of the gang. Just needs to work on his temper. Simon Emmet is making a documentary about us, and he's
Master lensman.
yeah, he's a lensman because he's not just films, he does brilliant photography as well. It's an ongoing project. So he's been following us for about 3 years. I think he's waiting for something magnificent to happen to us so that he can have a happy ending for his film. Touring in America can be a really varied experience. It's just a brilliant place to tour. I mean, the food's great.
They just love rock music and they love a big show.
And they look after artists as well. Like you go to some countries and you're treated as an inconvenience. But it's not like that in America. It's done properly here.
Touching you, touching me.
The favourite part of touring would have to be just seeing their little faces when I take my shirt off in the 4th minute.
Yeah, they do love it.
Yeah, just weeping, just children weeping.